Hello and welcome to Skills and Trade. In today's exciting video, we're going to learn how to hand sand and polish some stainless steel to a mere finish. The sandpaper I'll be using today is by Paxcu. It is a sandpaper assortment all the way from 400 grit all the way to 7,000. It is a wet and dry sandpaper, 9 inches by 11 inches. That's really not the best size for sanding by hand, so I cut them off into little squares. Before we begin sanding, I'm going to take some Alumicut, put some in our spray bottle, and then I'm just going to spray a little bit on our stainless steel to act as a lubricant for when we're sanding. Okay, now we are ready to sand. So I'm going to take one of our 400 grit sandpapers, place it firmly in my hand, and the trick is to take your time and make sure you hit every inch of this stainless steel sheet and make sure you get all the sides and edges and move in a solid fluid motion, and try not to stay in one spot or area for too long or you'll have divots in the metal. So I went ahead and skipped over the 600 grit to go straight to the 800 grit sandpaper, and the choice is yours. You can go ahead and use 600 if you want, but I thought the grits were so similar to the 4 that I figured I might as well just jump straight to the 8. And it's the same as the 400 grit sandpaper, just take your time and make sure you hit every spot of the stainless steel sheet. Next up is the 1000 grit sandpaper, and just like the 400 and the 800 grit sandpaper, we're just simply going to go over the stainless steel sheet. And if any time while you're sanding you notice you're running out of Alumicut, don't be afraid to apply it as often as you need. Now we are ready for our 1500 grit sandpaper. It is at this point where the stainless steel is starting to become really shiny. If only we could see it from under all the Alumicut. Next up is our 2000 grit sandpaper. I very nearly cut off the number on the sandpaper, and I would have to cut out a new one just to film this video. Now we're ready for our 3000 grit sandpaper. Nothing really new to report here, but each pass we do with this sandpaper, the shinier and more mirror-like the stainless steel sheet will become. Now finally we're at our second to last sanding step. So with this 5000 grit sandpaper, the stainless steel is becoming very close to a mirror. Now finally, we are on our 7000 grit sandpaper, so we're just going to sand everywhere on the stainless steel sheet, and then prepare to polish. Before we polish, I'm just going to quickly take a Scott Blue shop towel and wipe away all this Alumicut. Now we're ready to polish. So we're going to take some Gord's aluminum polish. I'm going to place some on our Scott Blue shop towel, and then we're just going to rub into the stainless steel sheet until it is black as possible. And for our last polishing step, we're going to take a brand new Scott Blue shop towel and wipe away all of this polish. Wow, so that turned out really nice and shiny. Not too bad for doing it by hand. I just want to thank you all so very much for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos. Please leave a comment down in the comment box, and have a wonderful day.